Hi guys, and welcome to the Eldar Sim Racing. This is the Yaris Cup, brought to you by Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs, and that is correct. We are at the Seaside. Obviously, you know, virtually, obviously. We are here at Dragon Trail Seaside in Croatia, where the weather is looking kind of scorching. It's kind of a bit cloudy, but hey ho, never mind. The racing for the Yaris Club Championship is drawing to a close. We have got, this should have actually technically been the final round of the championship, but next week we are going back to Monza in Italy for the rerun. So this essentially is now classed as, it should be still the final round, but going back to Monza and doing a rerun of earlier on in the season when there was major issues. And yes, it is the one and only Hoppers in the commentary box. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are watching the stream, people. And yes, it is going to be very exciting. I cannot believe how well this season has gone and how amazing the championship has been. I tell you something, it is going to be epic, and it is going to be probably close. And it is going to be very exciting indeed. So we'll see what exactly is going to go on. We'll know that notable people are here. So we've got obviously Dale, Jamie, Neil, of course Aussie Rooster, and of course Vladman making his return from missing out as of last week at Autopolis. And if the racing is anything to go by, like it was at Autopolis last week, you're in for a treat, because the racing has been spectacular. It has been probably one of the most interesting and probably close racing last week at Autopolis. It had been up to date, a very good and productive race. Yes, there was only 5 races last week, but we seemed to get through the whole 3 races without any major incidences. Obviously here at Dragon Trail Seaside you've got the 2 chicanes, also known as the chicane of death. I don't know why it's known as the chicane of death. Maybe it's because it's blind entries and blind exits. But yes, we are here in for a treat of a racing. It is going to be great. We are looking forward to seeing what the lads can do this evening. Obviously, you know, just looking at the Rooster with his angry rooster on the side of his car. Just hopefully, you know, he can emulate what he did at Autopolis last week. Neil Smale here, and Scottish prepared Toyota Yaris. Loves his racing. Almost got a race win last week at Autopolis. He managed to get on the podium, which he was delighted. I must say, the Scotsman trying to hopefully emulate what he's done at Autopolis last week. Chris Wheatley, championship leader, has just entered. So yes, Chris Wheatley will be hopefully gunning for the title. As we go to Monza next week though, Monza is looking likely it's going to be a fantastic battle. Yes, okay, it will be down to the best scores, what they get throughout, I believe, couple of the races there and then. But this evening, this will be the last commentary from me for the season. Unfortunately, I am having a dental procedure. I am due a tooth removed next week, so I will not be commentating at Monza. I will be sitting out for a change, which is a bit weird for me, to be honest, but it's been an absolute pleasure yet again commentating for these guys. It has been a very interesting season, as I say, but we are in for a cracker of a race. So Chris Wheatley's just come out of pit lane. We'll see what the Welshman can do, whether he's going to make it another couple of wins on the bounce, ready for his championship charge. He is actually putting himself in the frame to actually win the Yaris Cup. It seems he's done very well to get where he is, so, you know, give it up for Chris, because he has done very well, and so has everyone else, to be fair. I know numbers have slightly dropped off since round number 1 at Brands Hatch, but nevertheless we are in for an excitement evening, and we are probably going to be close. There is looking likely 7 drivers this evening, so 7 drivers will be battling it out. It's going to be fantastic to see how well they will go. I've had some thought and some consideration to do with the Yaris Cup. It has been, as I'm going to say now, it has been close. You know, taking some time to, you know, adapt. The cars I raced at Tokyo as a one-off race, and when I jumped in, I knew instantly they are great, and they are quite a nippy and maybe a handful, but they are great. I do like the cars. It is going to be great to see how well these guys. Thoughts and considerations for this evening though, I'm hoping that Neil Smell gets where he wants to be. At the moment he's done a 2:17, but that was on his 2:15 rather, that was on his outlap, but we'll see what he can do on his second lap. But Neil Smell is a guy I reckon can push for a win this evening, depending on how well he does. If you don't know the format, we do have 10 minutes of qualifying, so that will be at 7:45 PM, which is UK time obviously, and we then have, I believe it's 6 laps, I'll just double check. Yeah, 3 6-lap races. Race 1 is a standard start from qualifying, and then race 2 and 3 are reverse grids. Race 2 is a standing start reverse grid, and then race 3 is a rolling start and reverse. So if you finish, say for example you finish 7th, you get pole position for race number 2, and then if you finish 7th in race 2, you start pole position on race 3. Yes, it is a bit confusing, but I'm not picking a driver that would finish 7th, because that would be highly unlikely to be, well, highly unfair to say it would be that driver. But the drivers are fantastic. The guys give as much as they get, you know, and round here is no margin for error, especially going into the back half of the circuit into the chicanes, and then obviously the tight hairpin to complete the lap. It can be very much a bit of a, I'm not going to say hocus pocus, it's going to be a bit of a maturity who can brake the earliest going into obviously the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. You've got the 2 chicanes here, so the blind on entry, blind on exit. Be careful not to run all the way onto the yellow sort of sausage curb, because that will ping and it will deem probably a bit of track limits. But from what I'm gonna say is, you know, absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe that, you know, we're already here. It has been a very close and probably interesting season. Opening rounds at Brands Hatch, yes, we had action galore. We had quite a few rough and tumble moments, but we've got through them, and it's great to see, and it is fantastic to be a privilege. So sit back, grab a drink, grab something to eat, because you don't want to miss the action. It's going to be great. So yes, Neil Smell actually on a mission. I think he's decided to go into pit lane again, which is fair enough. We'll see what he can do, whether he can get his Scottish team, or the Team Scotland racing team as he likes to be known. We'll see what happens with his Yaris today, because he was on a mission at Autopolis. He was actually doing quite well. A couple of mistakes in race 1 and 2, but you know, he picked himself up and then got onto the podium in race number 3. So, you know, anything can happen if you push. The problem is round here, going into where Vladman's going now, into the chicane, the first chicane. There's gravel traps on either side, so providing they get through safely, they're not going to worry about hitting the obviously gravel traps, but you've got to be careful. You go side by side, you go 3 wide, or you go, I don't know, technically jumping into that chicane more than 3 wide. Yeah, it can spit you into the gravel, but that's from what I know from previous experience. But round here, going into the hairpin now, going down to the hairpin, is where it's going to be the battle of the bravest, because you got the hairpin, and it is going to, seems to be quite a long hairpin. But then you go into the chicane, so you go into chicane 1, which you hop the curb. You've got to be careful, because obviously you've got the next chicane. So ideally, if you line your speed up quite well and you angle the car perfect, you can get through there. 3, maybe 2 cars wide. The hairpin at the back, just here, before we complete the lap, just going up over the rise. Yeah, there's a gravel trap there as well, so you got to be careful where you go with that. Across the start finish line, fantastic circuit, track and trail, Seaside. So is the garden circuit, funny enough, that are on here. If you like what you see here, guys, we do have, I believe, the final round, roughly. I think it's the rerun of the GT Supercars, or is it GT World Supercars? I can't remember. I think it is the GT Supercars at the Nürburgring GP that was sadly also affected by lobby issues, so they are competing this evening. So if you'd like to check that out with the legendary Malcolm Argyle, the host with the most, he is going to be doing commentary for that, and it is going to be spectacular. If you'd like to check that out, I believe that is also live, so it will be fantastic. We are at least 10 minutes away now from the start, so we are going to be in for a cracker. I'm hoping this evening goes to plan, not that anything's going to happen, but last week I thought my voice was going to go, but luckily I got through all races. I think because the racing was fantastic last week, I tend to have calmed down a bit, but we'll soon find out as race 1 starts. But yeah, so we've got Nikola Stevanovic coming back after a week away, which is fair enough. You know, you are allowed a week away, you know, but it doesn't do your championship any favours. But it doesn't matter, these guys give as good as they get. Vladman, there's 2 Serbians are on the grid, so it's great to have these guys here. And yes, if you are watching the stream, guys, please let us know what you think and what you think is going to happen this evening. It is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see how well things go. And yes, it is going to be fantastic, and it's going to be brilliant as well. So we are around 9 minutes to go until qualifying to start. Qualifying is going to be tight round here. It is going to be, I know it's 10 minutes. It may feel like it is a tad longer, but trust me, it ain't going to be long. It is going to be close. It is going to be proximity. There's certain places that there's obviously margin for error. There's going to be no room to make an error, because obviously where Vladman is flying down that straight now and sort of into the twisty bit, into this sort of chicane, it's kind of, how can I put it, it's kind of a bit of a circuit that you need to be close onto the money. Obviously going under the Pirelli bridge there towards Total Hairpin. So Total Hairpin is obviously here, because obviously with Total sponsoring the hairpin on this side, we couldn't really see it because of the camera angle. Then we go into the chicanes of death. No idea, still no idea. I'm sure someone will tell me. I think it's called the chicanes of death because of a daily race that a so-called YouTuber, obviously not me, had obviously raced in there, and they had contact, and then I think they had had a mare because they hit the barrier at the same time. So yeah, that was probably a lot. But yes, it is going to be great. I can't wait to see how well this evening unfolds. So I'm going to have a couple of minutes to prepare, ready for qualifying. If you are watching the stream, please do like and subscribe to Eldar Sim. It would help us massively. Do check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and of course Instagram. And also don't forget the Eldar Sim website, which is www.eldarsimracing.co.uk. There is a list of a array of championships that we do, and also there's a bit about the admins. There's a bit about the rules and the rule books, the proper Eldar Sim rule book as well, what to expect, what we expect from you if you're going to be racing. And there's also pictures of racing. There's also a couple of I think there's a couple of championship reports on there. I think there's quite a lot of interesting things on there. You know, but yes, I'm going to gear up ready for qualifying because we are around 6 minutes away, so hopefully we should be in for a cracker of an evening. So yes, I will be back in a couple of moments' time. Okay, so we are around about 4 minutes to go. So yes, it should be fantastic. Just making sure I'm still heard on stream. That's the trick. So Chris Wheatley, followed by Jamie, and of course Nicola and Valabman. Then you have Dale, Aussie Rooster, and Neil Smale. So they're your 7 races this evening. I'm trying to find out if one more is going to be racing. But I don't know, but never mind. But yes, we should be in for a great race. It looks like Neil Smale though. What am I seeing here? Is Neil Smale trying some new tactics? Looks like he's kicking up a bit of dirt there, but never mind. He will push on. So we're about 3 minutes away until qualifying does start. So qualifying is going to be vital round here. It always is with the championship. So let's see what is going to happen. So you got Nicolas Ivanovic currently go on board with him for the time being. Just going across the start finish line now. Currently going to be pushing on for what would be probably another win. The Serbian guys like to win round here. May like to win round here, should I say. But yes, going board into the chicane, the first chicane. This is the first chicane of the circuit. So it's a left and a right. The steering angle can just slightly go one way or another. It does seem that during the lap, so into what would be a tight right hand corner, gotta be careful because that tyre wall does stick out just a slight onto the racing near the track, should I say. Then you go into the left. The left seems a bit of a long, it's a bit of a roller coaster this. So out of the corner into another left. It's not a sort of a left hand bend. Under the Pirelli bridge, taking that left in towards the total hairpin, I believe. Yes, into total hairpin because of the advertising board. And then into the two chicanes. So let's see how well he takes these chicanes. Can likely build up the speed exactly what you need from both sets of chicanes. Into fifth, or taking it very brave and right up against the wall on exit of the second chicane. That can end nasty. But we'll see if they are ready in a moment. Just put that in there. So we've got 1 minute to go, so that's a lap of Dragon Trail Seaside. Here in Croatia, the weather is a scorcher. It seems to be sweltering already. To see if they are ready. I don't know why my spelling's useless. So Jamie's about to start qualifying. So Jamie is actually the host, Jamie Hillman, in the Toyota Gazoo WRC paint scheme. It's the host for this evening, who's helped me out massively. So thank you to him, just to throw that in there. So everyone is leaving for qualifying. There will be a few people that like to stay in pit lane just to get that extra gap from the field, which is fair enough. I don't blame them, to be honest. So Nicola is the last one, so it will take a bit of time to get used to the circuit. At the moment though, it's looking like that Chris Wheatley is ghosted for some bizarre reason. Is he having an issue, or is he just taking it steady? We'll soon find out. So yes, it is looking likely that Jamie will be the first one to lead them away across the line for the first flying laps. So let's see how well they go. Neil Smell, oh, he's drifted it. He's drifted it on his outlap. That's not going to do his tyres any good, but fair play to him, giving it his all. It looks to me he's got different tactic this evening. I'm not too sure what the tactic is, but he did say something last week to me, but I can't remember what. Blackman there, followed by Aussie Rooster, followed by Dale. So it's nice to see Dale on the grid again. Dale did very well last time out of the Autopolis. Chris Wheatley, and obviously Nicolas Ivanovic, just bringing up the rear of the field. So 8 minutes and 20 this is where the qualifying will be vital, because yes, even though you're going to go flat out into them chicanes, you are got to be careful, especially when you're on a quick run as well. So it's like they're going to get the toe off each other. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen with qualifying. Qualifying is very great, especially when it's 10 minutes, because you can get a lot of times in. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Aussie Rooster, Mr. Ostler, trying to push on whether he's got some tequila in that boot, another thing, because I would like some of that Rooster, the Rooster Rojo tequila. I'd love some of that, but gotta be careful because obviously being a commentator. But at the moment, Jamie Hillman will lead them for their flying laps. So Nikola Stevanovic, is he going to catch up? Because I feel like, I don't know how to put this as a commentator's perspective. Commentating around here is great, but when you're in the car itself racing, it's great. But you know, you've got the chicanes, and the chicanes do catch me out. I must say I do. I've had a few moments here, but I do like racing. I do like commentating around here. It is one of the best. So Jamie Hillman going through the chicanes of death. I'm not going to call it chicanes of death, because some people might think, well, why is it known as that? Still trying to figure out. But yes, we've got 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, so we should be in for some good lap times around here. I think we may get 2 or 3 flying laps around here. We'll just see exactly what's going to happen. So Jamie Hillman is about to cross the line. What is he going to do? I believe he was struggling around all top of this last week from what he was saying. So he's gone and done a 153.6. Vladman goes to 152.7. Chris Wheatley though up into second with a 152.9. Nikola Stevanovic though 152.644. So the guy that came out of pit lane last, he's now on provisional pole position. So it's just 2 Serbians at the moment, 1-2 on the grid. Chris Wheatley in third, followed by Aussie Rooster. Aussie Rooster did 153.025. Is that Dale with an... Yes, Dale's got a 0.4 of a 10th penalty. That's the problem here. Penalties can cost you in qualifying as well as the race. But he will push on. He's currently 6th at the moment. What did Neil Smell do? 159.3. Maybe his new setup, well, maybe his new sort of style racing is just adapting, which is fair enough. I don't blame him. So Vladman is in pit lane for a moment or 2. Maybe just thinking, well, I'll sit there for a minute, let everyone else just go. It's fair enough, mate. I don't blame you. I'd do exactly the same if I was in a situation. But Chris Wheatley currently purple sector before getting to the chicanes. So he's going into the chicane now. He's got the Rooster behind him. At the moment, 4.5 minutes remaining then of this qualifying session. So Chris Wheatley coming through the final turn. Is he going to make it another pole position? This is what I think. Chris Wheatley has a lot of potential. So he's about to cross the line now. Oh my goodness, yes, he goes provisional pole position with 152.433 at the moment. So he's split the Serbian Neil Smell with 155.6. I think Neil's going to have to push, but he will. He ain't going to give up though. He's a very acclimatised racer. At the moment, Vladman, or V-Man, whatever you'd like to be known. I call him Vladman, just for the sake of it. Currently coming out of pit lane, so this lap won't count, but he's still got 3 minutes and 25, so he will get another lap in. Jamie Hillman down in 5th, Dale down in 6th after having a bit of a penalty, so that's going to hurt him a bit. But the juice cabin driver gets it. Oh, Neil's drifting it. He's trying to push, but doesn't want to push too hard. It's what he doesn't want to do, but he's established, right? So, as I was saying, Dale in the juice cabin driver doing very well in what is his debut season. Chris Wheatley though trying to chase down. Well, Chris Wheatley trying to chase down Chris Wheatley. That was not going to make sense. Hoppers, come on. Aussie Rooster rather. Trying to chase down Chris Wheatley into first place. It looks like at the moment Nicholas Stevanovic is on the money. Whether he's going to push is another thing. We'll see what's going to happen. So Chris Wheatley about to cross the line. Is he going to improve his lap time? Jamie with 153.3. Chris Wheatley gets a bit crossed up. Looks like Vladman there. Nicholas Stevanovic, what's he done? Goes a 152.4. So him and Vladman currently second and third with just under 2 minutes to go in qualifying. So we'll see exactly. So a minute and a half, coming up to a minute and a half then. I do apologise, I'm just sorting something out. So Vladman there currently pushing. What is he going to do? Want that. But yes, Chris Wheatley still setting the pace. Nicholas Stevanovic still there. Vladman up into provisional pole position then with a minute to go with a 152.1. So that is fantastic from the Serbian, trying to push on. So we've got around 45 seconds to go. Chris Wheatley there, did he get held up by Jamie Hillman? Is that going to cost him? But he's actually split the Serbians at the moment though. So he's coming through the final turn now with 27 seconds remaining. So they will get another lap or two in. Aussie Rooster though, looks like he was on the money. Nicholas Stevanovic though, coming through last turn. Dale with a 153.715, so it's looking likely at the moment though these guys are going to be pushing. Neil Smale will be the first to finish qualifying. He's not done too bad I suppose. To get 7th around here it is a bit twisty and it is a bit of a hard time going into them chicanes, but I believe he's trying a new driving style, so we'll give him his credit. Vladman going through the chicanes, the last chicane he was purple in that sector, so we'll see what he's going to do. Is he going to make it another pole position? He's another one that's in contention for a pole position award this season. So Vladman about to cross the line. Let's see what he does. Improves his time by 151.850. So he will start race number 1 on pole position. Chris Wheatley, at the moment though, he's not purple. He's going to have to push though in the race. If he wants to get a race win, he's going to have to push. Aussie Rooster though, hopping the curbs. Currently down in 4th, but you know, Rooster's a good racer as well. Everyone's a good racer in this series, so I wouldn't worry a thing. So Jamie Hillman 5th at the moment. Currently trying to push on. Whether he does is another thing. He's just about to cross the line. Let's see what times, does any times get improved? Yes, Aussie Rooster 152.607. Dale's about to cross the line. That would be 155.159 and still ends up in 6th. So it looks like Vladman followed by Chris Wheatley, Nicola, Aussie Rooster, Jamie, and of course Dale, and of course Neil Smale are your 7 drivers this evening. Let's see what goes on for race number 1. Race number 1 is going to be tense. I'm sure everyone will enjoy it. I'm sure everyone will be epic. So Vladman followed by Chris Wheatley, followed by Nicola, followed by Aussie Rooster, and then of course Jamie and Aussie Dale, and of course Neil Smale. So we are about to get the 5 red lights on the starting gantry. We are about to turn to green, and the revs are building, as are mine, and we are good to go. It looks like Vladman has bogged down at the start. But what has happened? Because Neil Smale has jumped up into 6th place. Chris Wheatley is on the attack already. Jumps into 1st place, followed by Nikola Stefanovic and Vladman, the 2 Serbians. Aussie Rooster and Jamie Hillman tried to actually emulate exactly the same move, going forward the first time. Chris Wheatley actually escapes that into the lead. So all 7 cars just almost bunched up together. Looks like Vladman and Chris Wheatley, they're going to be the ones to watch this evening. So Jamie up into 3rd. What's happened to Nikola Stefanovic? Did he clip that tyre barrier that I was on about? Most likely, because he's dropped down to 7th now. So that's a bit unfortunate. It's cost him a bit of damage as well. So it looks like Jamie Hillman is under threat from the Rooster. The Rooster's trying to push past that Microsoft-sponsored Toyota Yaris. Looks like Dale's got his hazards on for a moment, but whether that's just one of them, just pressing the button. It looks like he's about to make a move on Neil Smale, going into the hairpin. Yes, he is. He's side by side with Neil Smale. Looks like Neil's going to try and concede, whether he's going to try and get back across. He's got the overlap. This is fantastic stuff. So in the meantime, Chris Wheatley is escaping up the road with Vladman and Aussie Rooster. Rooster clips the wall slightly. So it's Vladman followed by Aussie Rooster and of course Dale and of course Jamie. Now it looks like Neil Smale's dropped down to 6th at the moment. Whether he's just playing it cool at the moment and just trying to make up for trying to push on, he will push on. I know he will. And Nikola Stefanovic at the moment at the tail of the field. So Chris Wheatley currently 1st place, doing a stellar job. Lap 2 out to 6th then. Let's see exactly what's going to happen. Chris Wheatley followed by Vladman, followed by Aussie Rooster, and of course Jamie Hillman. Oh, it's Dale actually, I do apologise. Dale up into 4th, still with his hazard lights on, fair enough. It's probably a distraction for Jamie Hillman, thinking, you've got your hazard lights on, he's braking down already. Nah, he's not. He's just doing it as a distraction, or he's just lent on the button. Oh, Neil Smale's span, what a shame. That is a shame. I think he's adapting his driving style this evening, so we'll give him full credit. He will push on, but he's a bit far back now. He's about 4.9 from Nikola Stefanovic at the moment. So Dale there still trying to push on. Whether he's going to push on and get onto the podium is another thing. We'll soon find out though. But Aussie Rooster 3rd, followed by so Chris Wheatley there, followed by Vladman, followed by Aussie Rooster, followed by Dale. So Dale's going to hop, skip and jump the curb. Jamie Hillman doing exactly the same. Nikola Stefanovic though, 6th, followed by Neil Smale. So Neil Smale at the moment is trying to push back up to the chasing back. Well, chase up to the back, should I say, not chasing back. So Chris Wheatley followed by Vladman. So it looks like Vladman's brought the gap down to 0.9 of a second. It looks like He's going to try and push Chris Wheatley all the way lap 3 out to 6. Followed by Aussie Rooster. And obviously Dale. Dale's obviously pushing on in that juice cabin. Whether the juice cabin Toyota Yaris is going to push up to Aussie Rooster, we'll soon find out. JB Hilton still 5th. Nikolai Stevanovic now 6th. Trying to push, he's about 7.4 from these guys at the moment. Neil Smell obviously 15.9 at the moment. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Chris Wheatley there, still trying to push on for another victory. It's not really... it's getting closer between Aussie Rooster and of course Dale at the moment though, from what I'm seeing. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Rooster trying to chase down Vladman as well. And Vladman trying to chase down Chris Wheatley. He's got the fastest lap at the moment though. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Rooster trying to push on as well. Dale's getting closer and closer now. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Chris Wheatley there, currently trying to push away from Vladman. Vladman wants another win, I know he does that, but the Rooster having a bit of a chasing down moment, because he's got to be careful because Dale's trying to chase him down for 3rd place at the moment, followed by Dale, followed by Jamie, and of course Nikolai Stevanovic. Neil Smell though still pushing on. Whether he does or not is another thing. But Chris Wheatley then on to 4 out of 6 rather. Chris Wheatley's gap has come down slightly. So Vladman there doing a fabulous job trying to push that gap even further. It does look like that Aussie Rooster trying to push away from Dale, because Dale's got that gap. It's about 1.0, maybe 1.1 now, but we'll see what's happened. Jamie Hillman 2.4 from these guys at the moment. Whether Jamie's just cruising around, just trying to think, well, I'll push on. Nikolai Stevanovic currently in 6th, followed by Neil Smale. And then we've got Chris Wheatley. That gap it grows and then shrinks slightly, but Chris Wheatley's on for another win, so we'll be starting penultimate lap very shortly. So it's going to be very close. Aussie Rooster trying to push on. He's about 1.0. The gap between him and Dale now though is coming down. Dale's going to try and push on onto the penultimate lap we go of race number 1 this evening, race 1 of 3. So it looks like Rooster and Dale, their gap is considerably coming down, very slowly but surely. We'll see what's happening. What is happening up ahead? Vladman is slowly but surely catching up to Chris Wheatley. But Chris Wheatley's got this race under control at the moment though. Aussie Rooster, he's 0.6 now. Oh my days. Dale's pushing on quite a bit, which is fantastic to see. So Dale goes into a bit of a prime position. Got the Rooster in his target. Whether the Rooster pushes on, it's 0.4, slowly but surely the gap grows and then obviously shrinks again, but we'll soon find out. But as I say, Dale's going to be on a massive mission. Let's see exactly what's going to happen. So the Rooster pushing away from Dale at the moment, but the gap's shrinking again. The gap for the race lead also has shrank now. Is that just because Chris is taking it easy? Or is it just because he knows how to control the race? Oh, Dale's clipped the wall, that's unfortunate, so that's cost him a bit of a gap to the rooster now. That is unfortunate. Jamie's going to chase him down now. Why, Dale's damaged sides. So Jamie Hillman goes for the move. Yes, he does. What a fabulous move. And we're on to the near enough the final lap. Nikola Stevanovic though, 25.4 from Neil Smale. Got to give Neil credit because Neil is not giving up. So on to the final lap then. The final lap of race number 1 looks like Vladman is going to be pushing. He's going to be pushing because he wants Chris Wheatley out of his sight. But Vladman, I don't know whether he's going to make it. We'll soon find out. Jamie and of course Aussie Rooster, it's not 3.9 of a second from himself and Jamie. Jamie's got to be careful though, because Dale's 0.7, 0.8 now behind. We'll concentrate on the battle for the lead. Is the battle for the lead going to change? Is the lead going to change before the checkered flag? We'll soon find out, because Chris Wheatley has got to hold on. It's 0.4 of a second as we go into towards the hairpin for the final time. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Chris Wheatley, oh, it's 0.2 at the moment. Chris Wheatley is under threat now from Vladman. Vladman has got to make the moves now or never. It's now or never for V-Man. It is. He clips the wall, sparks it out of the chicanes, but Chris Wheatley, he's pushed that gap a bit more further to 0.6. Chris Wheatley goes through the final turn, breaks into third gear, keeps it pinned. Is he going to take another victory? Because V-Man runs a bit wide. But yes, Chris Wheatley is going to take another victory, flashes the lights. What a fantastic victory. Aussie Rooster there in third, probably thinking, well, third's going to do me this evening for first race, but fair play. Jamie Hillman fourth, followed by Dale in fifth. Dale's going to be kicking him after that bit of a kicking himself at that mistake. But Neil Smale currently pushing on, whether pushing too hard with his new adapted driving style. But fair play, he's not giving up. He will start race number 2 in pole position. But fair play, he's not giving up. Maybe the new driving style he's adapted is just getting a bit used to. Fair enough, mate. I don't blame you. But yes, Chris Wheatley takes first race victory of the evening. So it's going to be very close. So Chris Wheatley then takes pole position from second place on the grid. So we'll get the race results, and of course, why can't I get that? What's going on? I can now, do apologise. So Chris Wheatley, followed by Vladman, followed by Aussie Rooster, followed by Jamie, followed by Dale, followed by Nicola, and of course Neil Smell. Fastest lap, well, actually went to V-Man on the penultimate lap with 151.742. So yes, it is going to be great. I'll see what race number 2 is going to be slightly. It's probably going to be better. It's not going to be slightly better. I do apologise. Race 2 is going to be better because it is a reverse grid. But race 2 is going to be a very fantastic race. I'm just going to put the time of race. It's now on that, so we will go at. So race number 2 will be at 8:15. It is a reverse grid. It is going to be great. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. But, you know, it's got a bit cloudier now, so temperature may be a factor. So we'll soon find out. Neil Smale will start on pole position, followed by Nicolas Stevanovic, followed by Dale, followed by Jamie, and of course Ozzy Rooster, and of course Vladman, and of course Chris Wheatley. So yeah, that will be your grid for race number 2. It is going to be fantastic. I can't believe exactly what is going to happen for race number 2. So we are ready in about 2 minutes time for race number 2. It seems like that, you know, as things go, it is going to be fantastic, and we are going to be in for some close proximity racing. If anything goes by what race 1 has just proved, then we're in for another treat, because it is fantastic, it is sensational, and it is going to be down to, I'm going to say down to the skill of the driver, but we've got a few people that are probably wanting to get their first wins. You know, you've got the likes of Neil Smale pushing on, trying to get decent, you know, he's getting decent starts. He's obviously trying a new driving style. He's got obviously, you know, after getting third in Autopolis last week, it's going to be fantastic to see. But yes, it should be fantastic. Let us know, guys, what you think. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in race number 2 this evening. It is a reverse grid. It is a standing start. It is going to be probably close and personal. I hope things go very well for race number 2. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see if people are ready to go. If they are ready to go, then that's good. Let's go for the second race of the evening, and it's going to be close as you like. Let's see exactly what is going to happen. So Neil Smale on pole position, followed by Nicolas Stevanovic, and of course Dale, then Jamie, and then obviously Ozzy Rooster and Vlad, and of course Chris Wheatley, race 1 winner. So we are about to get ready for race number 2. The 5 red lights are coming on starting gantry, reps are building, and so are mine. The green light is turned on, and away we go. And let's see who's going to get ready into turn number 1. Who is going to get into the lead? It looks like Nicolas Stevanovic gets a good start. Neil Smale draws alongside him. Neil Smale will have the inside line if he stays there for turn number 2. Looks like Nicolas Stevanovic pushing his way up into first place at the moment. Neil Smale under threat currently from Jamie Hillman, so Jamie's trying to make a move, but these 7 cars are all bunched together at the moment. Looks like Jamie is trying to get past Neil Smale. Hopped the curb slightly. Neil Smale into second. Dale, there's a 3-car battle, but Vladman comes a bit worse off. Looks like they were trying to go 3 wide there, which sometimes doesn't work. Neil Smale trying to jump for the race lead already. And we're not even completed lap 1 yet, so this is fantastic stuff. Dale up into 3rd, Jamie Hillman in 4th, Aussie Rooster with 5/10 penalty with Chris Wheatley, race 1 winner, right behind him. So going into total hairpin for the first time of race number 2. It looks like that Aussie Rooster trying to take his penalty with Vladman and Chris Wheatley already banging door mirrors, whether they're just having a bit of a fronted battle, just saying after you mate, but Chris Wheatley still gets in front. It looks to me though Neil Swale is pushing for 2nd place at the moment. He's got Dale side by side with him, drops down to 3rd at the moment. He's going to try and make a move, make the switch back. Whether he does or not is another thing. That's allowed Nikola Stevanovic to get away slightly, but Neil's got to be careful because he's got like Jamie Hillman and of course Chris Wheatley. It looks like the Rooster's taken his penalty, so he's dropped down to 7th at the moment. So Nikola Stevanovic then on lap number 2 currently leads from 1.1 of a second from Dale. With Neil Smell trying to push on, trying to emulate another podium, but it's almost nip and tuck because you've got Neil Smell now side by side. 3 cars, maybe 4 cars. What? You've got to be careful, guys. But Dale comes the fastest group out, well, the fastest out the cars there. It looked like Jamie Hillman into 4th with V-Man now up into 1st place. Chris Wheatley is separated by Jamie Hillman at the moment, trying to get up to Vladman at the moment. Neil Smale back down to 6th place at the moment. Whether he's just, you know, just pushing, but you know, he's doing very well just to keep up with these guys. Same with Aussie Rooster. Looks like V-Man's going to go for a move, make it Serbian 1-2 at the moment. Yes, he does. Got to be careful because Dale's coming on to attack. This is where the chicanes may bite. You've got to be careful. But at the moment, it is looking likely Vladman wants to get up to his compatriot and say, "Come on, mate, let's have a 1-2." Oh, Jamie's clipped the wall. Oh, he's clipped the wall. He's clipped the chicane there. Oh, I feel sorry for him. He's actually clipped the wall. Whether it was a bit too quick, there's another thing. Aussie Rooster though, under threat from, well, not under threat, putting Neil Swell under threat, should I say, into the final turn. Oh, Neil's lost place, 5th place to the Rooster. Oh, Jamie's hopped the curb there. Oh, he's having a bit of a disaster this race. Hopefully he'll push on for race number 3. But on to lap 3 then. It looks like Nikola Stevanovic though, trying to lead the Serbian 1-2 at the moment. All things going well for the Serbians in this race. No, it hasn't. I just put the commentator's curse on. Oh, Vladman span. So that's dropped him down to 4th, maybe now 6th. Yes, it has. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's clipped the wall. He's got a bit of damage. Jamie Hillman suffering as well in this race, but that's putting Dale into 2nd. Currently under threat from Chris Wheatley though, side by side. It's got to be close, but Dale's getting a move on. Got to be careful though. Chris Wheatley's almost there. Oh my days. But that's allowing Nikola's advantage. So Nikola Stevanovic trying to push away. Chris Wheatley trying to go for an overlap. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he does. Dale's going to try and chase him down though. The Juice Cabin is going to chase him down. Flashes the lights in anguish, saying, "What are you doing, man?" It's a very good race at the moment. Neil Smale back up into 5th. With Vladman in 6th, Jamie Hillman 7th. So Jamie's having a bit of a nightmare at the moment, but he'll push on. So Nikola Stevanovic leading the way. Chris Wheatley though, back under threat from Dale. Dale's going to try and go outside. Chris Wheatley leaves it a bit late on the brakes, but he's going to push on. So on to lap number 4 any moment. This is going to be close. This is This is getting a toe down the start-finish line in style. But Chris Wheatley tries to make that gap. Breaks at the 50-metre board, which not many people do around here, but you know, it's gutsy stuff. So Chris Wheatley currently leading this gaggle of cars, because he's got to be careful because the Rooster's chasing these guys down as well. So the Rooster, after taking a penalty, looks like Chris Wheatley's going to be pushing. He wants, obviously, points make prizes, so you know, whatever happens in this race, whether you know he knows already he could have the championship sewn up is another thing. Dale in third with the Rooster chasing him down. So the Rooster, the Tequila Rooster Mobile, or the Rooster Tequila Mobile, whatever you want to call it, pushing the juice cabin, trying to push the juice cabin, you know, into a mistake. But Chris Wheatley now has that gap from Dale at the moment, with the Rooster trying to push on up into third. Neil Smell fifth, with Vladman sixth, followed by Jamie in seventh. But that's allowing Nicolas Ivanovic to close that gap. But, well, eke out that gap, not close it. But Dale's trying to make a move on Chris Wheatley. Oh my days! They both have a bit of contact. That's allowed the Rooster to try and close back up to these two. Dale back up into second. So on to the penultimate lap we go. So Chris Wheatley in third at the moment, trying to go neck and neck with Dale. Almost. It's almost going to be three cars here. Oh my days. Chris Wheatley back into second. Dale drops down to third, with the Rooster chasing him all hot on his heels into near enough into third place. Vladman in fifth, Jamie in sixth, Neil Smells seventh. I don't know whether Neil's made a mistake or not, but he's dropped down to seventh, which has been fortunate for Neil, but he'll push on, I know he will. Dale back up into second then. So this is a battle for second. This battle for second slightly a bit concerning at the moment, because they're doing very well. So it looks like the Rooster trying to get third place from Chris Wheatley, going into a hairpin for the penultimate time. Oh, the Rooster's got the move done. Wow. But Chris Wheatley's back on that advantage. He's gonna get the line into the chicanes. Breathe in. Oh, this is fantastic. Excuse me. Chris Wheatley into third, the Rooster fourth now, with Dale in second still. Nicolas Ivanovic though, forgot about this bloke, currently in first place, about to start the final lap. So we're going to be in for an epic final lap between second, third and fourth maybe. We'll see what's going on. Vladman in fifth then, Neil Swell up into sixth, Jamie's at the... oh, has he clipped the wall again? He's in seventh place. Oh, I do feel sorry for Jamie. He's obviously having a torrid time around here. It looks like then, final lap we go then. Chris Wheatley, is this going to be the first event that he's not been on the podium? Or is he chasing Dale down? They're gonna try and make it three cars for second place in a minute. This is fantastic stuff. Absolute gutsy stuff. Oh, don't spin out, Dale. Oh, he's lost it there. Chris Wheatley. Oh, Aussie Rooster's also there. Also, Rooster gets into third place. I'll put the commentator's curse on again. I do apologise, guys. I really do. Chris Wheatley there in second. Aussie Rooster third. It looks to me though, these three aren't gonna give up second place easy. They're not gonna give it up, are they? This is fantastic stuff. It's gutsy stuff. Chris Wheatley with the Rooster side by side going into the hairpin. On the final lap. This is fantastic stuff from the three of them. This is going to be epic. I can't believe what I am seeing. But at the moment, Chris Wheatley under pressure from the Rooster. Oh, the Rooster's gaining and gaining. He's got one more opportunity. Is he going to make the move stick, or is Chris Wheatley going to hang him out to dry? Chris Wheatley breaks. Aussie Rooster. Oh my days. This is fantastic stuff. But Nikolai Stevanovic will take a win. But this is where the battle's going to happen. Chris Wheatley gets second just from the Rooster. Dale gets fourth, with Vladman fifth, followed by Neil Smale in sixth. Jamie Hillman chasing him down. So Jamie will start race 3 on pole position, the last race of the evening. So what an epic race! All I can say is wow. I'm absolutely speechless, but Nikolai Stevanovic takes a race win. I'll tell you what, he will be happy with that, I'm sure he will. So I will get the replays, I will get the race results, and I will go through them as well before we start race number... excuse me, the final race of the evening. So, Nikolai Stevanovic won race number 3, followed by Chris Wheatley with a 5.9 of a gap, followed by Aussie Rooster, followed by Dale, followed by Vladman, Neil Smale 6th, Jamie Hillman 7th, and Vladman gets the fastest lap on lap number 2. Wasn't broken this time with a 151.979. I'll tell you what, guys, this is going... the last race of the evening is going to be epic. I can't wait. If it's anything like the first 2 races, we're in for another treat. I'll give them till... yeah, I'll give them till then. So we'll see what happens in race number 3. Race 3 is going to be epic. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. So it will be, just to clarify, the reverse grid races. It will be Jamie Hillman from Neil Smale, followed by Vladman, followed by Dale, followed by Aussie Rooster, Chris Wheatley, and of course Nikolai Stevanovic. It is going to be epic. I can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen. The weather is got a bit more hotter now, so you know, the temperature yet again may be working its advantage, but we'll soon find out in around 4 minutes time. Oh dear, it sounds like Neil's having issues with his budgie. Poor budgie. But yes, race number 3 in around 3 minutes time will be epic. It is going to be close, it is going to be exciting. I can't wait. He's done what? Oh dear, he's half broken his upshift. That's not good. So we've got 2 minutes to go. So we'll see what happens in race number 2. Race number 3 rather, not race number 2. Come on, Hoppers, get with the program. So Nicholas Stevanovic will have to see if he can make it another win from 7th place. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Jamie is ready to start the last race of the evening. It is going to be fantastic. It's a rolling start. He's having issues with his wheel from what I've heard. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Jamie starts on first place. Whether he manages just to control what's happening. Neil Smale in second, with Vladman in third, followed by Dale, followed by Aussie Rooster, followed by Chris Wheatley, and of course Nicholas Stevanovic. We are good to go, and we are going to get the green light on the starting gantry. There is no red light unless it counts down, but it will, so we are getting ready. So it's going to be 3, 2, 1, and the green light is good to go, and we are ready for the final race of the evening here at Track and Trail Seaside, and it is going to be fantastic. Let's see how well the battles and whether we get some interchanging moves now, because Neil Smell will be wanting to push on. He will want another podium. I know he wants another podium. I can sense it. Vladman already chasing him down. Dale up into 4th. Chris Wheatley and Aussie Rooster 5th and 6th respectively, with Nicholas Stevanovic in 7th. So it is looking likely at Jamie Hillman. Whether his wheel holds up is another thing, but seems to be doing okay at the moment. Just going for a bit of a cruise at the moment. It looks like Dale and of course Aussie Rooster, whether they push on, they're going to push on. It looks like Chris Wheatley also lurking in the background. Neil Smell currently under threat from Vladman before we get under the Pirelli bridge. It looks like Chris Wheatley also. Oh my days, this is going to be 3 cars wide into the hem. Where did Dale come from? What a move! What a move by Dale! But Dale's under threat already from Vladman. Oh my days, there's going to be about 4 cars, maybe 5 cars for the chicanes. Oh my days, breathe in! This is fantastic. So Jamie Hillman escaping from these guys at the moment. Oh, who's lost out there? Was it Neil? Oh, Neil's lost out. Oh, I feel sorry for Neil. He'll push on though. I'm sure he will. Jamie Hillman then, about to start lap 2 out of 6. Whether he can push on, it's going to be fantastic to see. Vladman in a second, followed by Dale at the moment, followed by Aussie Rooster. Chris Wheatley though, also going to try and push on. So Jamie Hillman at the moment with a bit of issues, but you know, he's pushing on. Nicholas Stevanovic in 6th place at the moment. So Neil Smell in 7th. At the moment, it looks like Vladman is putting Jamie Hillman under considerable amounts of pressure. It looks like, Vladman gets hop, skip, and jump over the curb, but he thinks about getting past Jamie. Jamie's run a bit wide. He's still got that race lead under control, though. He's got to be careful, because Dale and Aussie Rooster, they're side by side now. Oh my days. This is fantastic. Dale and Aussie Rooster. Oh, the Rooster gets side. Oh my. Oh, he's hop, skipped, and jumped. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's pushed him down to 6th place at the moment. He's got a bit of damage in the meantime as well. So that's now Dale back into 4th. Oh, Jamie's still there with the lead, trying to defend from V-Man at the moment. V-Man is on a massive attack. This is great. This is fantastic. I don't think Jamie's going to be in the lead for long, because V-Man is on a charge. He sparks it up the wall, though. Sparks it up the wall, going into the chicane. Does exactly the same on exit of the second one. That's cost him a bit of ground, though, from Jamie Hillman, but Jamie is pushing on. He's obviously trying to just figure out what. Oh, he's lost the lead now. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate, but he's back into 2nd. Back onto V-Man's back bumper, though. Oh, V-Man gets crossed onto the dirt. So Jamie to pull alongside. Dale still in 3rd, with Chris Wheatley 4th. Nicolas Stevanovic 5th. Neil Smell 6th. And Aussie Rooster 7th. So Jamie's still side by side with V-Man. Oh my excuse me. V-Man still trying to push on for the race lead. He gets back in front of Jamie there for 1st place. Jamie back down in 2nd. Chris Wheatley now 3rd. Overtook Dale by the looks of it. Chris Wheatley wants another win. We know he does. Looks like at the moment Dale's trying to push Chris Wheatley all the way. Nicolas Stevanovic in 5th, followed by Neil Smell in 6th, followed by Aussie Rooster 7th. Go back to lead the race then, lap 3 out of 6. This is where the battles will get fraught, because it is the final race of the evening, and it is going to be fantastic to see what is going to happen. We do have V-Man pushing, Jamie Hillman's trying to push him all the way, going down the hill for the 3rd time now, into total hairpin. The Seaside chicanes are coming up, so there is a beautiful yacht. Sorry, that's a bit of a distraction. But V-Man trying to escape from Jamie Hillman. Jamie Hillman, though, hop, skip and jump over the curbs. He is pushing, he wants to win. Despite his wheel being broken, he wants to push for a win. It's fabulous stuff. Looks like Chris Wheatley then. Chris Wheatley under threat from Dale going into the final turn. Oh my days, Dale. Oh, Dale's got the move. Dale has got the move. Dale's got the move, and Vladman now 1.0 per second from Jamie Hillman. Maybe Jamie's just thinking, I might have to settle for a podium. On to lap 4, Chris Wheatley though still trying to pull back alongside Dale. Dale's got the inside line into that chicane. Aussie Rooster and Neil Smell, they're having a bit of a nice battle now. So Neil Smell currently trying to push on, whether he's just thinking, well, you know, we'll push on and see whether the Rooster is going to be very kind enough to just have a nice battle, which he is at the moment, which is fair play. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Dale and Chris Wheatley. I don't know exactly what happened, whether they just got caught on the gravel with each other, but that's pushed Dale down into 5th, with Jamie Hillman in 2nd. Chris Wheatley 3rd, with Nicolas Stevanovic now in 4th. So Vladman up in the lead at the moment. It looks like Chris Wheatley and Nicolas Stevanovic. It looks like Chris Wheatley is waiting. Don't know what he's waiting for, but looks like he's given the place back to Dale. So whether it's because he was at fault for contact, fair play. But, Jamie in second. Oh, he's clipped the wall. He's clipped the wall with Vladman in the lead. We forgot about Vladman. Excuse me. My voice is now going again. So Nicola Stevanovic into third. Dale and Chris Wheatley in fourth and fifth respectively. Aussie Rooster about near enough two seconds from Neil Smell. Now Neil Smell trying to push on. Fair play to him. He's not giving in though. He's done fantastic all evening, you know, regardless of what, you know, whether he's adapting a new driving style at the moment. Chris Wheatley in fifth place at the moment. Oh, Dale's got a bit crossed up. Is that going to allow Chris Wheatley to catch up? Yes, it is. I think Chris Wheatley is going to be on course for another one of his famous moves. Whether this one turns out better, we'll soon find out. Chris Wheatley there trying to put Dale under considerable amount of pressure. Looks like Jamie Hillman trying to escape. So on the penultimate lap as we are pushing. So it looks like Chris Wheatley and Dale. Oh my days! These two are going to be having a bit of a battle. This is going to be fraught between the two of them. This is going to be great. I can't believe what I am seeing at the moment. Dale's put his indicator on. Is he just lent on it? Yeah, he has. But you know, fair play. Was he doing it as a distraction for Chris Wheatley to say, I'm going to go to the left? But at the moment, it looks like Dale's going to push. He's going to be pushed. He's going to be pushing. Let's see what's happening then. Nicola Stevanovic also tries to catch up to Jamie Hillman. Oh, Nicola's clipped the wall. Oh, see, it's so tight round getting it right into the chicane. So that's dropped him back. That has allowed Dale to also jump into third place now. Chris Wheatley up into fourth. So that's going to be pushing these two. This is going to be fantastic. So Dale trying to hold off from Chris Wheatley at the moment. Got that left hand indicator. Well, maybe it's a distraction. We know that. Onto the final lap. And Chris Wheatley into third. Dale's going to try and make it onto the podium. He's not giving up though. He's not giving up. Nicola Stevanovic also in behind. Forgot about Vladman. He's about 7.5 from Jamie Hillman at the moment. Chris Wheatley there trying to push on. Trying to push on. Whether Dale gets past is another thing. Nicola Stevanovic trying to do exactly the same. Aussie Rooster in 6th with Neil Smell 7th currently. But the battle for 4th is now going to be close. It looks to me though, from what I'm seeing at the moment though, excuse me, Dale's trying to catch up to Chris Wheatley. He's got to be careful, because if he's trying to catch up to Chris Wheatley, he's got to be careful, because Nicola Stevanovic will launch an attack, which he is doing. He's got the right hand indicator on. Has he? No, he hasn't. It's just a bit of sun glare. But you know, this is going to be fantastic racing. This is what we like to see. But I'll try and come back to that battle in a minute. Oh, Vladman, has he had a penalty? Oh, I think he had a bit of a penalty, or he could just clip the wall. But he's coming through the final turn now to take what would be a second win of the evening. The number lucky 13. It's not unlucky 13. Now it is lucky 13. Comes through the final turn, about to cross the line and take another win in the Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs Yaris Cup, brought to you by Eldar Racing. Jamie Hillman 2nd, Chris Wheatley 3rd, Dale in 4th with Nicola Stevanovic in 5th with Aussie Rooster 6th, and Neil Smale sadly in 7th. But Neil Smale never gives up. He will come back, hopefully fighting at Monza. And what a race we had. That was fantastic. I cannot believe what has happened this evening. It has been top notch from these guys. And I'll tell you what, Vladman, fastest lap again. He likes taking these fastest laps, don't he? But I'll tell you what, it's going to be epic. Going into what would be Monza, and I'll tell you what, we'll go through the results, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be epic to see what is going to happen. But we have got Vladman, followed by Jamie Hillman, followed by Chris Wheatley and Dale, followed by Nicolas Stevanovic and Aussie Rooster, and of course Neil Smale in 7th place. Fastest lap went to the Vladman on the penultimate lap yet again with 152.033. I'll tell you what, guys, it is going to be epic. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen. But I tell you this, guys, what is going to happen at Monza next week? I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not going to be there commentating, but I will be watching and I will be cheering on the guys. It has been a fabulous season, and I'll tell you what, guys, next season is going to be even better. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. But I'll tell you what, these guys have driven very well this evening, and I'll tell you what, they've driven well all season. And Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs has been a proud sponsor. It has been an epic season of sponsoring the Toyota Yaris Cup by Eldar Racing. Until next week, guys, at Monza, I've been the one and only Hoppers for Eldar Racing. Until then, guys, take care. Ta-ra.